What's up, guys? Thanks for joining us over here at Men Behind the Mitts. I just want to say thank you as always for supporting us, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like and a subscribe on our YouTube channel over here at Men Behind the Mitts, as well as on our audio pages over at Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, the whole rigmarole. You guys know it, all of it. We appreciate it. Feel free to leave some comments on topics you guys want us to cover. We'd love to hear back from you guys. We'd love getting the DMs on Instagram and stuff like that as well. Oh, and speaking of Instagram, be sure to follow our Instagram over at Men Behind the Mitts as well. Be sure to check out my personal. It's FoilUp77. Silks over here is Mr. Silky J. And also be sure to check out our sponsor over here, Silky Mitts Hockey Club.
Silky Mitts HC at Silky Mitts HC on Instagram and SilkyMittsHC.com for all the latest gear and drops. Let's go.
That's right. Yeah, make sure you guys check us out over there. Check out the gear on the website. We had this Silk just released the summer drop. Got some good stuff coming for that. Got some deals going on right now too. I seen the deals over there.
Ching, save some buckaroos.
Save some buckaroos. I seen a hat. What's going on?
Yeah, you get a free hat. Spend $50, you get a free hat, boy. That's easy to do nowadays.
Come on. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for the support as well. Oh, be sure there's a bell thing. Someone told me about the bell. You got to hit the bell. Get the notification. You guys already know we're coming at you Thursday mornings, but you got to hit the bell. That way you know.
You don't want to miss out on this. You don't want to
know. But yeah, guys, thanks so much. Here's the next episode. Enjoy.
This is the Men Behind the Mitts podcast. Hosted by Big J. And now, here's your favorite Buttes.
It's fine. Come here, Pup. Pup, come here. Come here, boy.
Oh my God.
Look at my boy.
Say something, Poppy. Say something for the world.
Dude, he's chill. He really doesn't bark or whine too much. You know, he just sometimes whines to get out of his crate, which isn't too bad. But dude, the codependency already. Oh my God. He's why I'm alive.
Aw. Sorry if you're listening, Laura.
No, dude, yeah, she's hella jealous because like he's all about me. And she's like, when we were sleeping, he wouldn't even come to me. Like I picked him up to try to cuddle with him and he ran right back over to your side. And I was like, yeah, it's because dad's right here. You know, I'm not dad's right here.
There's daddy boy.
Hey, dad, my bubbles. That's my boy Puck, man. He's growing like a weed. Man, he like takes up more lap every day.
That's awesome, man.
It's like look, this is my little doggy. Got that dog. Got that dog. All right, chill. Time is out. Recording in progress. Hey, bud.
Hi.
Hey. How are you?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking tired as shit.
Yeah.
I had a long fucking day, bro.
Yeah.
Not compared to you, but for me.
Oh, no. There's never comparisons. What did you have going on? I seen the gym, some ice maybe.
Yeah, normal routine, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. I'm at the gym every day. But there was pickup today, and I'm skating. I'm starting pushing myself. Like I can't let the old man in. Like that would have been nothing for me back in the day.
I feel that.
Going in, and then it was hot as balls up here, and I'm grilling. I might have had 3 beverages.
Couple bevies.
That hits you after you pig out, at dinner.
Boy,
we had a smorgasbord too. We're at our grandmother's, and like her niece and nephews are up, and like I guess they're picky eaters. So we had steak, salad, and then there was pizza and chicken with gravy, and there's a lot.
Boy.
So on the garbage disposal, I had 4
absolutely.
Everyone's done cleaning plates, and I'm like grabbing stuff off other people's plates, finish someone else's plates.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, so that's all hitting me right now as I'm sitting here talking to you with the light in my face. I'm just like,
you did that pre this.
Yeah, that was all. Like
you did that
an hour ago.
How were you awake? I'd be like,
Oh yeah.
I would just be breathing heavy, rubbing my belly. Just
I took a shower. I took a cold shower. I was like, I gotta get going quick here, bud.
Okay, so
how are you?
I'm good, but that just makes me want to transition into I drunk ordered a steak Saturday night. We're at port and we're on the boat and shit. And I thought I was better than I was, and I was not. And I was a mess apparently. And yeah, like I was. Next thing I know, I'm like, they're like, here's your steak, and I was like, when the fuck did I get a steak? Like I forgot that fast. Like that's how fucked I was. Like I didn't think I was that fucked. Yeah, low key. But good times, man. That fucking boat, that thing claims a piece of me every time I go on it. It's a thing.
Hey, so many pieces of your soul every time you
for real.
out.
And out there in the Port Tobacco River, yes, sir. A little bit of you gets left out there.
Yeah.
Every time you go, it's I'm not gonna get crazy. Just a couple beers.
Just a little bridging back. Just gonna hit the bridge and come back. Little boat ride.
Whoever invented Rumble Mints needs why? What were you thinking?
Well,
how was that allowed to be in the public?
Here's the worst thing is the people that buy it, like shots, and then they show up with the shit. Those.
Yeah. Here, guess what I got you? You're like, nah, I thought I was gonna not pull that out today.
Wow. So this is okay.
Well, so look, what makes it even better is I'm a big day guy, day drinker extraordinaire, fucking night drink, day drink. Yes, sir. We were apparently we were home by 6:30, so that was great. And apparently I was asleep from 7 p.m. and I woke up at 7 a.m.
Ooh,
and
good one.
Yeah, well, it didn't feel like it. I woke up and I was like,
You felt like shit after all that sleep?
Bro, yes. So old.
You didn't hydrate before bed.
No, not at all. Just right to sleep. I ordered a steak and a salad, and I didn't eat the salad. I didn't eat the steak. So that was good. Got some greens in there. But so I look over at Laura. I'm like, man, what time we get to bed last night? She was like, you've been asleep since 7 o'clock last night. I was like, oh, I don't feel rested at all. Like I did not feel rested. Powered through, got after the grass, the yard work, trimmed some bushes, got after it. Harry homeownered the shit out of Sunday, and yeah, I took care of the yard. This fucking yard, bro. Talking to my neighbor, he's like, you gotta be retired to keep up with the yard like yours. And I was like, you're who you fucking tell it. Like, you should see how many weeds are in this. Whatever, you can't even call it a fucking mulch bed or whatever they call them. What do you call them? Flower beds?
Flower beds.
Yeah. Then it can't even see the mulch anymore. It's its own eco forest, own eco zone in there going. Weeds are so tall, like little trees. Who's got the time?
Just picking them.
Who's got the time?
I mean, I know some people they charge by the hour, but
yeah, that's it. And who's got the money?
I pay for the weeds.
How many people tell me that? Dude, why don't you pay someone to cut your grass? Okay, yeah, I forgot.
I don't know about cutting the grass. Pulling weeds though.
Just go fucking shake it.
I love cutting grass,
dude. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there because all I do is so I just listen to pods, really. You know, like any other time in my day.
Yeah, that's what
I just cut the grass.
And it's just the sound and the smell. And
I got a push mower though, and it's been spicy.
I love push mowers too because you have to put in some work.
I do see it as workout,
but I just love the OCD feeling where I can and I'm clean and I just get that feeling where it's like, oh, it's getting nicer all the way over. Oh
yeah,
straight line.
That's not me.
Yeah,
I mean I do it straight because I'm like, you know, it's not gonna look bad.
Yeah,
let's put it that way. But I just have this weird thing in my mind where like I just like break down everything in like sections. Like, okay, if I knock out that section, all I have is this section. But this section, okay, stop. And then like sometimes my ADD will get a hold of me, and like I'll leave one section to go to another. And I'm like, bro, chill, man, just do the sections.
That's how I used to clean my bedroom. If I clean this section, I can get this corner done. And next thing you know, and
sometimes I'll be leaving sections. Like I'll be lying to myself. Like yard looks good. I'll leave like the hill in the back. I won't do it. I'm like it's fine. No one comes back here.
Cheating myself. Go back
just
to next
lying
week.
to myself. And like all I do is save 15 minutes. Yeah, it's save 15 minutes. I go back there and literally again, its own ecosystem. The bugs are twice as bad. There's things biting me. Oh, I almost walked into a spider web at like 2:30 in the morning last night. Thank God, like I heard the dog bark. I was like, let me take him outside. Take him outside, and I just happened to have the flashlight on, and I was walking and looking down at him, and I got to where the trees are. And I always like look up, man. Dude, I looked up right at the last second, and it was like about to touch my phone. I was so close to this spider web. I gagged and I ran away.
That's tough. Late night last night too. You had a softball tourney?
Oh, softball tourney. Yeah, man. We had the season ender playoff tournament, whatever you want to call it. Playoffs. But yeah, dude. So first game, you know, it was single game elimination. We lost after the second game. So we won our first one, lost the second one, sucked, lost the second one by 1 run, bro. 1 stinking run. It sucked, dude. But the first game was exciting. It was a fun softball game. No joke. I talked to the umpire at one point. I was like, this is a fun game. He was like, hey, this is a good one. He was like, this is a real good one. Like, he was all into it, bro.
That's awesome.
Almost got into some fisticuffs with like a 45-year-old dude. It blew my mind.
First game, game?
First game. Wow. So let me just break it down for you. This was a legit the team that we played finished last. Like they were us of last year. You know, like this is their first time in the league or whatever. So they finished last, and we finished at the top of the bottom bracket. So we played them first. Okay. We finished 500 on the season. Nice. 5 wins, 5 losses or whatever. So we ended up playing them first. And it's like a fun game because like it was like legit. Like sometimes they would get a little hot, you know, hit a couple singles and it'd be back and forth, right? So at one point in time, I'm on second base. I can't remember who's up after me. I want to say Dan. This guy Dan is on our team. Hits a pop fly deep center, catches it. I take off to third, slide into third. My left leg, literally from my ankle up to my hip, is like road rash, kitty litter. You know, I hate sliding on that shit. Had to do it though for the boys, Ferda. And slid. And the first thing the guy says was, he was like, oh, he left early. And I was like, bro, here we go. Like, you know, it's already starting. And anywho, so I slid into this guy who was playing third. And this is the 45-year-old dude, right? So that was the first time I slid into him. Comes around again. I'm on second base. This is a different inning. I'm on second base. Same deal. Pop up to deep center. I book it to third, but I didn't get a good push off. And they made the throw. That's my excuse. I didn't get a good push off. I wasn't fast enough. I shouldn't have gone. I was tired from getting to second. Ran to third as hard as I could. I saw that he caught it, but he was like holed up, like kneeling in front of third base, like kneeling in front of third base. I'm not a baseball guy. Like I'm not going to slide every time. And like, I just pulled up, like I was going to slide and I saw him there and I just pulled up and kind of like, or we just like kneed into him, you know? And like, you know, I just held him. Like, I was like, whoa, bro. I was like, you good? He's like, yeah, get up. And I cut my knee on his cleat. I stabbed him with my cleat, whatever. So I go over to the bench. So I'm like, damn, I should have ran. And I played catcher that game. And I'm like behind the plate and he's up to bat. And he's like, you see what this guy's cleat did to me? And I was like, are you okay, dude? Like, I thought I asked if you were okay over there. And he's like, I'm talking to him. And I was like, yeah, but you're talking about me. So if you have something to say about me, you can say it to me. Like, it's cool, man. Like, I apologize. Made sure you were good. You know, now you're over here whining into this fucking umpire, right? And I'm just like, I'm casually talking to him because I don't give a shit. It's fucking softball. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like casually chirping him. And he's like, I'm talking to him. I'm not talking to you. And I was like, okay, bud. I was like, remember that when I come to third next time. Like, no joke. Because I was just chirping to Shad. So I ended up distracting me. He almost strikes out and he hits the single to first. Comes around, this guy's on third, and they hit a single, and he's coming in. They hit a deep shot to left center. Dude catches it. He's coming in on a tag in. Dan from left center fucking rocket all the way to me at home, and like I tag him right, just perfect throw and catch, money. And I was like, ha. And I just like, dude, it was just great, like sweet revenge that was the tag out. And then I think we won the next inning, but it was great. I was like, man, I can't believe this guy, he was beefing with me. It was so funny. And the umpire was like laughing at one point. Yeah. I was like, what? I was like, bud, I was like, come over here and cry to the fucking umpire. Like, okay, you see my leg?
You see what his cleat did to me, Mom?
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, how old? Like, what is this? Like, this is what he did to me. And I was like, don't stand in front of the fucking bag. Like, I said that to him, like, as I collided. I was like, why the fuck are you standing in the way? Like, why are you in the way?
Yeah, who kneels
Like,
in front of the plate?
Yeah, so in the way. Like, I was like, bet. I was like, do it again, bet. I was like, we will see what happens next time when you catch the ball.
Yeah, cleats up, bitch.
Well, then put the old Schultzky down there. Just kidding. I got fucking go to work tomorrow. I gotta go to work. Anywho, had a blast with the boys. Can't wait for next ball season, but it's nice to get Monday nights back for now. It's nice.
Tight. That's tight.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting times. Got knocked out.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like, I expected to win 2 and then lose the third. Like, I thought that's what it was. And literally the team that we lost to, like I said, they beat us by 1 run, and they actually went to the final, but they lost in the final. And I was like, damn, bro. I was like, we almost beat them. Like, we could have beat the next team. Like, it was like a really well matched softball game. Very, very evenly matched.
That's tight though. That's real tight. I'm glad you boys are fucking whooping ass out there.
Yeah. Bye last week in hockey, so no puck to talk about. But how's the Ice boys going? How's your Ice squad going? 8-0?
Yeah, we finished season 8-0. Playoffs this starts this week, so we have a bye. So we play next week. So
and you got the playoff bugaboos.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm real excited.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna step out.
Well, let's hope you pull through, man. Yeah, I'm excited for puck this week. I can't wait to play.
Yeah, definitely. Anything going on with ice for you guys down there?
Dude, I know nothing. I don't even check anymore.
What a fucking joke. All that money spent on that rink, and then
yeah.
I mean, cool, they're growing the game for the kids, but like they don't even have any good coach. Never mind.
They have the 45 and older league going. Isn't that crazy? They don't have ours. It sucks, bro.
Like just think about how much more the game would grow in that area if you had a 45. You got the kids taking care of them. Now you're taking care of everyone in between. Like,
it's wild.
It doesn't make sense to me.
I don't get it.
Run by a moron.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. We're we try to talk to him and try to get some dry court action too, man. See whatever we can get. Just it's like nothing.
Nothing compares to ice though. Like,
oh, no joke, bro. I know. I'm actually adjusting this roller hockey floor. I'm gonna go to ice and be garbage.
Shall be there though.
I'm gonna be like, I'm a roller hockey player now.
Oh.
Weird to say, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Speaking of hockey, I think we should roll right into the NHL and whatnot, because we've got a lot to talk about with the Stanley Cup Finals, some things going on in Chicago that we need to talk about with the Blackhawks.
Seattle making some moves.
The Islanders making a big deal. And I just want to talk about Cole Caulfield and the Habs. I really just want to talk about them.
Yeah, well, last time we left off, the Habs are playing Vegas. Won Game 7, folks, if you didn't know, and they're in the Stanley Cup Finals. The Montreal Canadiens have made it to the Stanley Cup Finals versus the Tampa Bay Lightning.
How was it? 24 years?
Something like that. It's been a really
24 or since it's either 90 since 1994, 93, 94
is when the Canadiens won the cup. Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Patrick Waugh. I texted you before the series started, and I told you this. I said it last night on the live event with Blade Tech, so I think I'm just going to stick with it.
Hey, big shout out, by the way, to you and Anthony. Sorry to cut you off. I'm so sorry. But big shout out to you and Anthony and Goob, man. You guys killed it. We were busy with attorney. Thank you guys for dominating. But I'm sorry, back to you.
Tampa in 6. I'm calling Tampa in 6. I love Montreal. I would love for them to win because they're the underdog, and the Cinderella story would be the icing on the cake.
I'm still pulling for them. I'm still pulling for the Habs.
I'm watching them, and but realistically, it's Tampa in 6.
I think at first I'd originally called, I think the Habs in 7 is what I originally called, which is still very possible. But last night I did admit to someone in a message that it was Tampa in 6. I'm rooting for the Habs, but after watching last night, just there's levels to this shit, and Tampa is on that level.
They know what it takes. They just did it.
Yeah.
They just fucking did it. Not to mention the star-studded roster that they have, right?
Yeah. 17 mil. All the asterisks.
I don't want to talk about that shit.
But nonetheless, what I did say in that message, though, talking about the teams, is I was like, the Habs have just got to come to life, man. Like, I feel like their young guns have, You got to get Cole Caulfield going. Suzuki didn't really get much going. They didn't get anything going here. They couldn't. They had so many opportunities though, which was crazy in game one against Tampa. But they had so many opportunities. But Vasilevsky was an absolute machine. But I feel like once these guys, Toffoli, Caulfield, once they get one falling, it's going to be a domino effect. I feel, but I mean,
it was a heavy hitting game too. It was a heavy hitting game. I was expecting mainly offense, and we got almost 120 hits in that game.
That's nuts.
Yeah, they were lighting it up, but not that many shots from Montreal. Only 19 shots for the game.
But the shots were like the attempts, the 2-on-1s, the passes, they were quality. Like Vasilevsky, man, just standing out. But that's going to be killer. That's going to be a thing too. Is Tampa did outshoot the Habs, and it was evident. Price can't do it all. I felt like one or two he could have had, but in the scenarios that he's put in, I don't know, man. It might be a little different.
No, I completely agree with you. And on top of that, when Montreal did have their chances, Tampa Bay was blocking shots. They had almost 20 block shots. Like, that's huge. That's huge. And like I said, that just shows like the experience. Like, this is like everyone's got to lay out. Like, this is it's all or nothing this round.
Yeah, that's what it takes. It's literally you have to have the whole squad firing. It starts with the tenders. You got to have the guys scoring, and you got to have the guys laying it out. And usually most guys have no problem making sacrifices, blocking shots. But man, it's so crazy how bad things can get just from one block shot. You know what I mean? An ankle, a hand, just the face. You know what I mean? Like, just the worst thing can happen. But man, that's what it takes for doing for the team.
I've taken them in the foot, and I've broken my toe and stuff like that. I'd rather the boot, because the boot holds it. When you take one and you drop down, you take it in the forearm or like the wrist or something like that.
Yeah, that
shit fucking sucks, bro. Because it's not like it's wrapped tight like in a boot, like where it's gonna hold it. And once I take my foot out of it for the game, it's gonna fucking suck. Like, that shit's instant. Fuck you.
What's worse, front? So what do you do if someone's like shooting? You just kind of stand straight up.
Yeah, because I want to take away the lane if I can, but at the same time, I don't want to do all some crazy shit where I'm taking my goalie's vision. So I'm normally straight up. If I'm down deeper though, like me being a centerman, if I'm closer to the crease, I'll drop down sideways to one knee.
Yeah, to the one knee.
Yeah, okay, and that's where that forearm comes into play.
So standing straight up, what's worse, toe? Or, how do you wear your shin guards? You an over the tongue or under the tongue?
Of course. I got stuff.
Over the tongue. Okay. So, man, you ever catch one like right there in the bridge of the foot? Like, would you rather catch it on the toe or the bridge of the foot?
I've never caught it on the bridge of the foot. Like I said, I broke my pinky toe and I caught the cap coming from the front. And I've caught one from the side, which was a bitch because
side hurts, bro.
It's so bad. But I couldn't imagine. You're talking about like by the laces.
Yeah, ouch down.
No, bro, I've never caught one. Oh, I'm gonna get fucked now for saying that, but I've never caught one up there.
Oh, dude. So I'm gonna say I've had all three, and I've even had the inside of my foot. That is a different level.
Yeah,
the inside ankle.
It goes numb instantly, right?
Yeah. The least painful is the toe. I'll take the toe any day. Like the big toe, slap shot or something square on it. Give it to me. Bridge of the foot, murder. Inside of the foot, dude. That sends stingers all the way up to like the neck. It's like, oh God, like, bro.
Dude, yes. And you don't even know that it's bad because like when it happened to me, I was straight up, and then he takes a shot, and so I kind of turned a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And it caught the side of my foot, and it bounces behind him. So I'm thinking breakaway, and I go to step, and I have no feeling in my foot, and I fall, and I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, dude, that shit sucks. Yeah, guys have block shots on a regular basis. There's something wrong with them.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
They're built different.
And especially these guys, like in the NHL, the amount of force. I mean, they're all hitting 80s, 90s, and slappers. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these guys are over 100 because the passes are coming in faster. You know what I mean? Like I'd like to see, but dude, stepping in front of those boys, guts. Or just I feel like hockey players who just they don't even think about it. Like it's just second nature.
Yeah, second nature. I mean, every time I'm on it, second nature too. You know what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing it for years. It's easier barely for us. Like when I broke my pinky toe, I didn't even know until I like was on the way home and my foot was so swollen I couldn't put my shoe on. I was like, all right, something going on.
I catch myself kneeling and roller all the time. I'm like, why, bro?
That's roller's different.
I catch myself kneeling all the time. Like, why are you doing this? Oh,
you're wearing different equipment too. You're not wearing a real girdle, and you're wearing a girdle.
I'm wearing all of my equipment except my hip pads. That's it. I wear everything else.
You wear anything though? Do you have like a roller girdle?
I just wear a cup. Yeah. Well, I don't do the hips. Hips are fine. Legs are fine. I usually eat.
I'm more worried about someone tripping me and I busted my tailbone.
Oh, dude, I ate one. I think I told you about it like week 2 or 3, man. Go figure. Chaz, me and him were chasing a puck and he tripped me. Like when I beat him to it, but it was like he went to go slash for it, but I was like just random. I was crossing over. Oh my God, I fell.
Chaz plays in this league?
Yeah. He plays out too. He plays out.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I ate shit and like I like scorpion because the floor it's a different type of sport court. I don't know what type it is. It's old school shit. But I like hit the ground. I'm like all my weight like folded, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm broken. Like I was like, I just got up as fast as I could. I was like, please start skating. Please start skating. Everything's fine.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. But dude, anywho, back to the boys here. But yeah, that's going to be a game changer for Tampa, stepping in and blocking shots though. It's definitely a game changer, man. And Kucherov really hurt? Is he faking the injury? What injury? Is he over it?
I think it's gotten aggravated, but then you see Shea Weber just got a $5,000 fine for that slash to the back of the leg. Like, okay, dude, I don't care. Let me slash you in the back of the knee, bro. That's gonna fucking hurt.
Oh, trust me, it hurts. Oh, I know. I've eaten many of those as a larger, angry fella on the ice.
The play wasn't even over there; just coming by and get to whack.
But
fuck that.
To be honest, though, it wasn't even a 90-degree. Like he was just more of like, hey ass.
Easy to say when we're sitting on our couches.
True, but you can tell
camera.
Think about how he got up.
Well, of course, he's fucking adrenaline's going and playing in the Stanley Cup Finals. But what I'm getting at is like, think about how slow the game looks on TV.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That's where like when we start looking at these hits and things like that, like it doesn't like if you think it's bad watching it on your TV, what do you think is happening live speed there? Like, oof, I don't know.
It could be worse. I don't know. I'm not there, but I don't know.
We gotta protect the stars of this league, bro. Fuck that shit.
Very true. And you're drawing the penalty. I'd have fell. I'd have flopped. I'd have thrown my gloves off, held my knee. I'd have made it worse.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I listen. Tampa Bay in 6. Like Kucherov, Stamkos, Sorelli, Point. They're deep, man. You got Hedman. It's gonna be a goalie battle, hands down. Price is gonna stand on his head. He's gonna really work that roster for Tampa Bay. They're gonna have to get all 4 lines firing. Patty Maroon, Killorn, all those guys are going to have to contribute for this win. It's not going to be easy. And I think if Tampa Bay steals a game, the doubt starts setting in for sure. But that's
definitely.
I think it's going to go to 6. Could you? Yeah. That would mean that Patty Maroon 3-peat.
3 in a row, bro.
3-peats with 2 different teams.
That's crazy.
They're saying if Tampa wins that they're going to make that the NHLPA and NHL are going to sit down and make changes about this playoff.
The contracts and stuff. The salary cap.
Because this is the worst that it's been and players are actually stepping out and saying it now. But I mean, Chicago did it with Patrick Kane. They won the cup. Like it's happened year after year. Somebody does.
So do you know enough about the rule? What is it? Just when it comes to playoffs, there is no salary cap?
Yeah, you put a guy on long-term into reserve so he doesn't affect your salary cap. So then you can go sign other guys. You bring other guys in that are producing.
And then bring him in playoff time.
And now playoff time, he's recovered. He's good to go. We weren't expecting it. He recovered sooner. Well, there's no cap issues in the playoffs.
That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, well, think about it. Ovechkin got hurt and he came back in the playoffs. Oh, we can't bring him back because of the cap. You imagine having Ovechkin ready to play, but he can't play because of the cap? Like, exactly.
You'd be like 2018 Ovechkin?
Yeah, no shit. I had this conversation with somebody in the locker room today. They're like, "Oh, he's gonna resign." I was like, "If it's too much, he can fucking go somewhere else with that shit."
That's
like,
so bad.
They were like,
"Man, we are so
good. Brutal. He's still gonna score." I was like, "Sure, he's gonna put up 30, but like that, like,
is he a hindrance on other players?"
Exactly, dude. I just, I don't know. You can need that vet experience, but he's not a first liner anymore. Like, I don't think he should be on our first line. Power play, sure. Yeah, you want to rock 2 power plays? Go ahead. I'm down
That's
with that.
Really just 8 minutes a game.
Power plays and third line.
4 minutes
power plays and third line. Serious. I'm serious. Let's get rid of. I mean, Kuznetsov's gone. Like it's over.
I think we talked about this before, but like, make him a third liner. He's going to start getting gritty. He's going to start throwing the body more.
Too much pride. Second line, nothing.
Yeah, much first line. It's like
no first line everywhere else is fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Old ass standing at the circles the whole fucking game,
waiting.
You not see me? I'm there. Everyone know I'm there. Pass me the puck.
Everyone know I am there.
Still like score. Fucking Mario.
Still score.
Yeah, we'll see though. This is gonna be interesting. Seattle Kraken.
But wait. Before we jump to Seattle, because this leads into Seattle.
Yeah.
So we got the notification that the Washington Capitals have secured Henrik Lundqvist from the expansion draft.
Yeah, I think that has something to do with him not being able to play his 1 year that he signed. He signed the contract, and because he wasn't able to play because of injury, that's why.
Is he making a comeback? Is this real?
I guess.
What are we doing here? Can we just save the money and like?
How do you give a guy who's on the way out of 1 year to see how it goes, and then he has a heart?
Then it's over.
And then now we're gonna try. Like, was our last year's goalie situation not enough heartache for us?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not gonna say it cost us the playoffs because the Capitals didn't play that great anyway. But yeah, but it definitely. I mean, as a player, I don't know. I definitely feel like that affects your confidence in the goaltending situation.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I guess I don't see them moving V. He's a rookie. I think maybe he gets sent down.
Not at all. I think
he
Sammy, stays for sure.
Yeah, if they keep Sammy, then you run Hank behind him for the vet experience, and you hope that's going to pay off even with 1 year, maybe. But after what I saw from Sammy last year, I don't know, bro. It's going to be sketchy as a Caps fan. I think
I don't know.
TJ Oshie.
That was weird. I thought I smelled something. I don't know if I smell burning.
Like an electrical fire. Sure.
No, I'll have to tell that story. I've called 911 before.
At this house?
No. The old at Taylor's. If there's time, I'll share it tonight. Hold on. Let me just peek my head outside. Hold on. Pause real fast. I'm so sorry. She said, what? She said, no. I said, yeah. Then we got to go.
We got to go.
I ran out the house with no shoes or nothing.
Bro, Seattle Kraken have named their head coach.
Yeah. Who do they get here?
They got Dave Haskell.
Haskell.
We'll see what happens with him. He's a pretty straight edge kind of guy. I guess it'll be a good deal for them. The Rangers, I think, got the best coach on the free market with Gerard Gallant. That's a good coach right there. So we'll see what happens. There's been a lot of names mentioned on who the Seattle Kraken are targeting. TJ Oshie being one of those. So we'll see what happens. If the Caps don't save TJ Oshie and he goes, I'm gonna be super disappointed.
It's gonna be heartbreaking. It's bad enough, that things aren't working out with Kuzi and he's gone. So I really, what do we lock? 8 or 9?
I don't know the number. Damn it. I don't know.
Can we even play this game? Let me get a piece of paper. Ready? Top 8, go.
For the Washington Capitals?
Yeah.
TJ Oshie, Nicholas Backstrom,
hold on.
Alex Ovechkin.
Oshie, Nicky, OV, Wilson. There's 4.
Carlson,
obviously getting older though.
Yeah.
6.
Sherry.
Ooh. Well, we just signed him, so yeah.
And I think I gotta go with another D. I'm thinking Kempney.
Kempers, okay. Is it 8 and a goalie or 9 and a goalie?
I think it's just a number altogether. I mean,
8
special with a goalie. I don't care about our goalies. They can fucking go. Take them all.
That's crazy. That's a lot gone.
That's a lot of players exposed, right? You got Eller. You got Hagelin, Dowd, Hathaway.
Oh, if they rob our 4th line.
Yeah, right? Like, it's almost like you got to take your 1st line and your 4th line with the apps.
That's crazy, bro. Again, you think
who's your 8?
I mean, that's pretty much it. What am I gonna do? Yeah. I'm gonna say like Spronger? Like, no, it's not realistic. Like,
I love that kid though.
Yeah, me too. That's what I mean. There's nothing else.
But if it means keeping Oshie, they take Spronger, then so fucking be it.
You got to keep Oshie. I think he's got 3. I think he's going to finish his career here. I'd like him to finish his career. He wants to finish his career.
How sick would it be with Washington? We're kind of stuck on Washington right now, but it's crossed my mind. Is like if we made a move for Eichel, center.
It'd be wild. Is it real though?
I mean, could be. Depends on what the fuck Ovi wants to bend us over and rob us for. And Kuzi's got a decent sized contract.
Yeah.
So.
What if he's worth that much elsewhere in the league, though?
Oh yeah, who? Kuzi?
Kuzi.
Yeah, well, we'd have to throw in that's why the Spronger thing. I was like, we'd have to throw in a Spronger,
or
first
an Eller.
round.
Yeah.
No, I think a first round would do. I don't know about Eller too. Holy
I don't know.
shit.
We love to give away. We love to.
We do. We probably give him 5 first rounds. Shit, yeah. Who knows? But I mean, Jack Eichel is he's top class centerman.
I'm mad about that.
I would take him in a fucking heartbeat, dude.
Yeah,
in a fucking.
That's game changing. I would change. It's game changing for his career.
And he would evolve too because he's playing with Nicholas Backstrom. Like he would learn from him. Like,
welcome to the show.
He would get that much better.
Oh, for sure.
You got Ovi teaching him how to develop that shot. Nikki with the patience in the pass.
It'll be money. You have to get.
Imagine your first line is Ovechkin, Eichel, Wilson.
I was ready to say. Somebody say you can't, but you can't skate Ovi with Eichel. Like you have to give me somebody else.
Yeah, you could. He's gonna stand with whoever he skates.
No,
with.
I want speed. I know
because if you're going like that, you go like Sherry.
Yeah,
Sherry, Eichel, Willie. Sherry's not a top line winger though.
No.
So you need an Oshie, but Oshie is like a second line center with his age and speed. I mean, not center. He's a second line winger. So like in theory, like Ovi's taking up our big winger money too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
Like
there's a lot to think about with the future of this team.
Shit, I forgot about Mantha. I think I'd put Mantha on that list.
Ooh,
I might take Sherry off for Mantha. Just saying.
Sign up for whatever. It doesn't even matter at this point.
Doesn't even matter. Yeah,
I'm getting stressed out.
We're gonna be way wrong. They're gonna save our goalies and our D and Nikki and Ovi, and that's it. Oh, you can't see anyone.
Oh, that would suck. They take the water boy.
Seattle's gonna be deep, bro. Just like fucking Vegas.
Just like Vegas.
Listen, we can.
But guess what?
They're saying that Vegas is a top dog for Eichel. Like a top spot.
The league cannot allow that. Like, I'm going to put my foot down now. That upset me. The league cannot allow that. That's like Taylor Hall going to the Boston right before the playoffs. Like, that shouldn't be allowed.
Well, it didn't matter.
It didn't. But
if he stays there, they're going to be nasty next year.
Yeah, that is a playoff squad right there.
Instantly. Still, right now. They can go.
Scary.
They can do it.
They can exactly. They can go right now. They could beat the Habs.
Edmonton.
Boston squad this year could beat the Habs for sure.
I don't know. The Habs have played. See, that's the thing when you start talking about the Habs. On paper, you're like, sure, yeah, no problem. But then, like, they are playing with a lot of heart. They're playing for each other.
So are you saying? So is the North thing debunked? Are we saying the North is no good now that the Habs have beat Vegas? Like, are we? Is that safe to say, or are
no? I think the division's fucked it up.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
did they change them again?
No, they got to go back to something. Yeah, they got to go back to how they were. Anthony said it best last night, though, and he's, Anthony from Bladesag, he's a Toronto fan. When the guys are playing against, you know what I'm saying, that level, like they're not playing against a high, but you know what I'm saying, if they were playing against a Washington and stuff like that, puts a little, little meat on the bone, a little grit, and they were lacking. So I think they got to switch up the divisions. It's not good for the league, I don't think, to them just play.
Well, what was it? I mean, it was the series and the COVID. So, I mean, we got hockey.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hashtag blessed. But I do want to talk about the Oilers and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins deal. 8 years, $41 million, include a no movement clause. Like, bro, that's steep. 8 year.
I mean, he's been there through it all. Eberle, Taylor Hall, he's been there through it all. Now he's got McDavid there. He's got to have big faith with McDavid and Draisaitl and what they're doing there. So, I mean, I want to see Edmonton. I mean, they're a fucking dynasty team. They've won cups, but I would like to see them win with – how does the best player in the world not win a cup? Like, And to think that if Edmonton's not going to win, then McDavid doesn't win or McDavid leaves Edmonton. Both those sound crazy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, as Nugent-Hopkins, like, you got to be saying that to yourself. You're like, no way it's going to happen. It's going to happen before I retire. Like, I'm signing here. I believe it. I think Edmund could do it.
8 years is so long. That's like the rest of his, not the rest of his career, but that's a big chunk of his remaining career.
We talked about this before, though. I'm not a fan of those big term deals. That guy could be trash in 2 years. That guy could be trash in 2 years.
Well, it's secure for the player, essentially.
Yeah, for sure. For the player, he's got that comfort. But as an organization, I'm a 2 to 3 year contract guy.
Yeah, but I guess you got to give.
Because, like, look what happened with Jeff Skinner. His career's dwindling in Carolina. He goes to Buffalo, has a fucking killer year, and then this guy is a ghost.
Yeah.
He got all that big boy money.
Yep.
That shit happens. Players play good 1 year. They have a contract year, and then they're gone.
Can we negotiate for less now?
Yeah. That would be part of the contract. Like, yo, you don't even hit like 10 goals. Like, rebuttal.
Yeah, we got to talk here.
Gotta talk.
I mean, they definitely have contract minimums, don't they?
Yeah, there's a league minimum.
No, I mean like contract minimums, like you have to get this, or that's probably just bonuses.
Yeah, it's for bonuses, like goals.
Like if you hit 15.
Tom Wilson, if you have five suspensions, your bonus. Yeah.
That's brutal, bro.
Yeah, sorry, we got to trip our boys.
While we're on the NHL before we leave here, let's talk about this Chicago Blackhawks. Sexual assault allegations. What's going on with that? So this was
so a player from the 2010 playoff run said that a video coach assaulted him and another player sexually.
Video coach. I was assuming like front office type stuff, but this was actually a player.
No. I think the coach is the ones closest to him, around him the most, not the front office. So.
Well, no, I meant like a front office, like
with like
owner, GM. Yeah. Like, so that's what I figured.
No, this was a player.
A
player was sexually assaulted by a video coach.
So why is it now just coming out now that you said at the time the team knew about it and didn't speak up or do anything?
Supposedly it's been like inside the organization's secret. Like it was talked about, like, hey,
not anymore, bud.
Joey's away. He likes to touch on the players' meats. I don't want to joke.
That's why we call him Joey Salami.
I don't want to joke because it's fucked up. People have to go through that shit.
Oh, for sure.
I know if I'm sitting there as a pro player and this coach comes over and starts like grabbing my inner thigh and like working it, like whatever it may be. I'm assuming he didn't like pull his dick out or anything, but I'm sure it was some subtle shit, to make him feel uncomfortable. Like, what do you do? Because like, is it worth putting your career at risk? Essentially,
do you punch him? Like, whoa, bro.
Oh, too close.
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't. Yeah. Do you stop it? Like, hey.
And I don't know.
Hey, stop.
The details are still coming out. I know the Blackhawks have hired a lawyer to look into this.
Oh boy, but now it's 11 years later. Like, what are we doing here? Like, this is when the other things happen. It's like, what are we doing here? 10 years, 15.
He's suing for $150,000.
That's not even that much. Cut a check.
Yeah, I'm surprised Chicago didn't.
That's like one sweet seat.
But then that admits the wrong, right? That admits that like it did happen and it happened under our watch, and then they're
no, it doesn't mean we're making it go away. It shouldn't even gotten out. If that's all he wanted was $150,000, I'd have stroked that check immediately.
Yeah, and now that I'm thinking,
here's 150 and a non-disclosure. Have a great day.
It's a cancel culture world, bro. One fuck up, and Chicago Blackhawks are already taking heat for their name.
True.
It happens, right? And it's sad to say, but it happens in all sports.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we see this usually with younger because the coaches are, with the players more and the parents
more manipulative.
They're more naive. You're younger, this coach is promising to get you to D1 school and then he's touching you,
Man, me and Steve were talking about that. The old story that broke on the old Olympian trainer. Remember that, where they got in trouble for doing that? All the sexual allegations and stuff that came out, and he was doing all the U-18 and all the female. What are they called? The Olympic gymnastic team.
Mm-hmm.
All those sex allegations. Me and Steve were talking about that. I was catching up on all that and what was going on. But yeah, dude, crazy scenarios like how that happes in.
More drama from the fucking Olympics. Every time we record, there's more drama from the
Olympics. Yeah. I saw the notes on this. Let's touch. All I saw was a picture of someone that didn't look happy, and then I just read the highlight.
I'm not gonna say her name because we're just gonna be fucking making her famous. But like, a chick, got third place. She's on the podium.
She on the podium now.
And they start playing the national anthem, No, remember this is a U.S. trial, so like they're all American.
Or yeah, it's the Olympics in general where they play every country's national anthem.
And so she puts this like activist athlete T-shirt over her head and turns her back to the flag during the anthem. I am not like do your thing, bro. Like if you have a political stance, go for it. But there's a time and a place, and you put yourself before what this whole like. Why are you even there? Like if you were serious about your movement, you would have protested the Olympics altogether, right? Like you wouldn't be there trying to. But you're selfish about it. Like you still want to compete selfishly. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what to say about it.
I mean, I don't know.
Like.
Using the platform. I mean, what else can you say? She used her platform.
But then she tried to say she was a setup. She tried to say shit was a setup and like the timing was all machine knows gonna start. But like, how did you have this activist athlete T-shirt ready to throw on your head? And like,
right.
I think she did it and she's regretting that shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
But either way, this shit's just happening, right? But I guess that's the era we live in. It's the era we live in. Yeah,
it's crazy to think that in this time where I don't know, especially as an Olympic athlete, I mean, I from what I know is when they qualify and everything, I mean, it's like they're treated, I guess, like normal Olympic athletes. They have the time and the doctors and the effort that's put towards that. And it's just crazy to think that, especially if you wanted to be in the Olympics like your whole life or something. I don't know. It's wild to think that, but then at the same time, look at be in her shoes. I can't explain to you how she feels. You know what I mean? Is it
another like Colin Kaepernick moment?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know. Like that's what it is. She just used her platform, and you can't blame her, especially in today's climate and culture. Like that's something that would be expected almost.
But like if the American flag and the national anthem like upsets you, like why are you competing to represent that country then in an athletic event? Yeah, like that's what she's competing for. She's competing to be on Team USA,
represent the country. Yeah, I understand.
The anthem like offends you. Like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. That's all.
Yeah, you got to make it make sense, I guess, right? Like, how are you? I hate this place, but here I am, an Olympic athlete. You can look at it like that, but I don't know, bro. It's touchy.
Yeah, it's hard for us to say as we're white males.
I don't know.
Oh, speaking of race, found out my parents came to visit and we're talking. I was telling them how I want to do like this ancestry thing and like see like where I came from, blah, blah, blah. And so my mom used to do genealogy, so she's familiar with all this different shit. And apparently my 6th great grandmother, check this out. Six grandmas, 6 great grandmas. Pocahontas.
Real
talk.
Like the Pocahontas?
Yes. John Smith was real. After him, she married another John and had a kid. And yeah. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It gets crazier.
What does that even mean? So you're like, now you knew you were part
I knew I was Native
yeah.
American and blah, blah, blah. I didn't know we were tied to like.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. And so apparently on my dad's
side, Disney needs to cut a check, bro.
Real talk. Where are we at though? Yeah, could you imagine? Oh man. Anyways, that was about to go down a real deep hole. My dad's talking to me, and so like both obviously when my mom did the genealogy, they did both sides and stuff like that. And when my dad's family came here, they moved to an area called Delaware, and her name was Delaware. Now, they haven't been able to prove that the state was named after them, but they had this is going to sound fucked up. They had a large plantation. Yeah, so...
This is what it is.
They were wealthy. Yeah, they were wealthy. So maybe Delaware is named after my family, and I'm related to Pocahontas.
Bro,
I'm kind of a big deal.
That's wild.
Isn't it? But that's what got me so interested in that shit. Like, not that. I was interested before, but like now more than ever, I'm like, dude, I want to know where I came. Like, it's kind of got me thinking, like, how is this shit not taught generation to generation to generation? Like, yeah, we came from here, and this is where your grandmother used to blah, 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 and your great great grandfather was a knight of the round table type shit. You know, like, how is this shit just lost in translation? Like, most kids, like most people,
just records. I just think it's records. Like, didn't have pictures, didn't have.
But that's what I'm saying. How is this shit not passed down? Like, my 6th great great grandmother, why wasn't my 5th great grandma talking about her grandma? And why wasn't my 4th great grandma talking about her grandma? Like, why isn't shit passed down family to family?
It's all stories. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Are we so disconnected from our own history?
Oh, I think so.
Right?
I think so for sure.
Right?
Because it's wild. Like when part of my family is from Spain, and like when we were over there and visiting like the graveyards and stuff, like we like visited and we like all these names, and it's like holy shit, like, and you're just related to so many people, and it's like this, they live this whole life like in another place, like another country. Like it blows my mind to think about it. But think, what if it's just one of those things where it just never, I don't know, you never told the story, or you know what I mean? I don't know.
I guess, and sometimes like I have these thoughts where I'm like, man, sometimes I wish I grew up in a simpler time. So that's probably why it like hits me where I'm like, man, why aren't these stories passed down? Like that's shit I want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, look, they probably did tell you at one point. You forgot. Like no joke. Like I was getting ready to say, I can remember, like being at my grandmother's house and my mom, and then like, cause my mom's side, it was like, it's like mutt white, basically, like German, Irish, like everything, like yeah, like European mutt. And I just remember like them like talking about like, oh, this was your mother's grandmother, and I was like, all right, cool. Like I didn't give a shit. I was like, didn't care. I was young, I didn't. It's not something I thought about. Like I remember them going over it and be like, man. And now looking back, I was like, I really wish I paid attention, because like now like my grandmother isn't here, my grandfather isn't here, my mom, like she's got all that stuff, but like I'm not gonna. I probably could bother her about it, but who's got the time to talk about 4 hours of photo albums and stuff? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it definitely it goes deep. One of the things, like, it's got my dad interested in and me too, is the family crest. Like we have a family crest. It used to be on shit.
yeah.
How badass is that?
Mm-hmm. So my family, so we don't have. So my grandfather, he made a coat of arms for our family. So like we have a coat of arms, but it's not we're Polish. Like that side of my family's Polish and Hispanic. So it's literally a coat of arms. It's a suit jacket with like 20 other sleeves sewn on it. Like only my grandfather, man. So coat of arms. Yeah, bro. Like it's a beaut. Like he's a beaut, man. So it's just his sense of humor for sure. Like coat of arms. It's literally a coat of arms. Like it's great, man.
Hilarious,
yeah. Low key funny as shit, right? Yeah, he's a genius. He's low key a genius.
Have you been down any rabbit holes lately?
Man, so just this vaccine stuff, like I'm just really, it's not really a rabbit hole, but just the stuff I'm like reading that's like that's confirmed, like like the heart inflammation and the blood clots, and it's terrifying because I think about it a lot because a lot of people I know got the vaccine, and literally some people I know got the vaccine just so they could travel, and it's like, hey, you can't fly because if you fly, your blood thins out at the pressure, you have your blood clot moves, and next thing you know, you got brain aneurysm. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how crazy is that this is happening?
It's scary, dude. No.
It's so wild.
It's blessed that I took the blinders off and was like, no.
It's just, it sucks because it's not that, man, I can't even, I don't know. It's crazy to think that even, just imagine, I know there's people out there, but just imagine that they just listen to something or hear something or read something like, oh yeah, I'll do that. Like it's crazy. Like it seems so odd to me that we're bribing people to get a shot if you get a shot, you get put in the
donuts
vaccine,
for life or
donut for life, but the vaccine lottery, like literally, like you're exchanging your body for what, a burger or a donut or a vaccine lottery. Like it just blows my mind. And then like I'm weird for thinking about it. Like I'm criticized, or like people think I'm a fucking moron because I'm like, I don't know. I like I'm not anti-vax. Like I'm not anti-vax, not at all. Because like
my kid got some vax shots.
The TB, the tuberculosis, like all that shit. Like yeah, like the vaccines that have their place, but I don't know about ones that just kind of pop up.
Yeah, and then you hear him say like, "Oh, we've been working on this for years."
And how about the guy that was the co-creator of the mRNA vaccine? Like he spoke out against it, saying like we knew there was heart inflammation, we knew the blood clotting was an issue, and now his name has just disappeared. It's off the patent, it's off all of the websites. He's just been scrubbed from the internet because he's the first doctor that was on the squad that was like, yeah, this is fucked. Poof, you disappeared.
And
Probably suicided.
It's so easy to do that nowadays because everything's on the internet. So just boom, remove it. You know what I'm saying? Go, shit, go. Can't go grab the newspaper and see where it was written in it because it wasn't.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, man. It's hard to, man. I don't know, bro. It's without sounding like an absolute nut. They've done it. They've done this stuff to Americans in the past. Like they've done this to their own people. They did it to the whole black community. Like it's fucking nuts, bro. They did it to the whole country with the fucking pills epidemic. They did this shit.
Yeah, Johnson just paid out like 320 million or something like that lawsuit admitting like, we knew that these pills were addicting.
They did this shit.
Them. Like, and
look how much money they're making off rehab centers, off these families that have nothing left, putting their last dime into rehab, and they're just right back into it because it's, it's more a rehab center, in my opinion. I've talked to people and some people have, I'm not going to speak about it because I don't know enough about it, but it's like, fuck, man, like do you not see its full cycle? Like, oh my God, we should pump, look at this great new medicine. Everyone's addicted. Oh, we'll just build rehab centers. Like it's like a bad movie, bro. But I'm a nut because I think like that. Because I think critically. And I think that some people are out to get other people. Like I think like that.
Of course.
Like it's crazy.
That's the number one thing is like becoming rich. One of the things is like creating the problem and selling the solution.
Right.
If our foods are causing cancer, well, now the guy that owns McDonald's is now owning, cancer treatment, facilities. And like, it's crazy when you look at all the companies that own so many other companies. Have you seen that map? It's
it all comes down to
companies own like all of them.
Yeah, it all comes down to 6.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I told you the one, I think I said it last episode, but the one that bothers me the most is that Bill Gates owns all of the potato farms that McDonald's exclusively buys their potatoes from.
I mean,
is that not
wild.
Weird?
I don't eat McDonald's, thank God, but
no, me either. But is that not
weird? No, it's definitely weird. It's definitely weird.
Not weird.
I mean, it's smart on his end. That's a guaranteed check.
For sure. But is that not weird?
Check
for a man who's been quoted on talking about population control and been so heavily involved in a vaccine, and he's what, a computer programmer,
America's biggest food franchise.
Yeah, and donates what 50% of the WHO's fucking operation money. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to talk about it. I don't know.
There's just so much. There's just so much. It's hard to keep up with. That's just one guy that we.
One guy.
Imagine all the other people. You had all this wild shit about Tom Hanks, and there's this website. There's this website showing like all these people that have been murdered or executed at Guantanamo Bay, like Hillary Clinton and all these. Like they're really dead. Have you seen that shit?
No, that's deep.
There's a website that shows like these people are actually getting picked up and prosecuted, and yeah.
That sounds like some heavy QAnon.
It might be. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny, but yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. Well, I'm telling you, bro, look, I've been in DC every day for the last 2 weeks. We have seen 5 protests march down right to K Street, right to the White House. Like we've seen 5 protests. The craziest shit, like, and it's crazy. I talked to my buddy KRIS, who I'm working with, and it's just like DC is wild. Like you literally see there's like a $80,000 Mercedes right here, and there's a homeless guy sleeping next to it, like on the curb. You know what I mean? Like it's and DC's weird. Like they spray the sidewalks off every morning. Like I don't know if you know that, but in DC, I don't know if it's ordinance. I don't know if it's like city ordinance, town ordinance, or what. But every establishment, like a hotel or that's a business, their building engineers spray the sidewalks off with water every single morning. I mean, we know it's all to remove the fucking urine and shit smell. Like we know it's to get rid of that, but like, it's crazy that that's what the buildings do that. Every single building does that in DC. Isn't that wild?
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's just so crazy to wrap your head around. Like I look at, Well, I told you I look at infrastructure all the time, and like me and Chris been talking deep about infrastructure, like just deep, like because there's nothing but construction going on in DC as always, and we're just like, man, like what is like, and we're just like, all this shit is just breaking, and there's no way to like ever fix it. And this is what we got down the rabbit hole talking about this shit. I was like, so that's what happens to the Romans, like everything's just there and then it's just gone. Or like, or the Egyptians, everything's just there, and then like, what is society? Civilization just crashes and just everything's just gone. Like, is that what's going to happen? Like that, I think that's like, is that the next move? Like, seriously, what happens when the shipping containers, the food, like what happens when the supply chain breaks down one by one and we just spin out of control? Like, I think about that shit from time to time. Like, oh, that could never happen, dude. It happened with gas. Look what happened to the whole East Coast. Panic, and it wasn't even that bad. Like, it wasn't even that bad. If they would have said nothing, no one would even have known.
Yeah, we wouldn't have known because it wasn't affecting us. We had a chicken wing shortage up here.
Not in Buffalo.
Yeah. Chicken shortage.
That's the real conspiracy.
Taking all the damn wings, brother. Killing all the chickens.
This goes back to a conversation I was having with my parents. Is like, I feel like personally, we were more technologically advanced back in the Egyptian era, and they've withheld so much information. Like, think about, I think I talked about this before. Like, if we grew up, instead of learning how to go get a job and having to go to college, to be successful, what we learned how to make self-sustaining energy, building our own home, how to farm our own land, we wouldn't need none of this shit. We'd eliminate all these, right?
I don't think so. Here's the thing: is I don't think they were more technologically advanced. I think their moral compass of their leadership was such, like they were like, oh, look what this, we can all have this, like we can all learn this. But
didn't,
now look
because
today,
they had so many slaves. They still had slaves.
So listen, we gotta remember they did have slaves, but nonetheless,
it wasn't utopia, that's for sure. My thing is,
it wasn't utopia, but it wasn't democracy either. But
they were studying the stars back then, like we still are trying to do now, astrology and all that shit. The pyramids are matched up with the stars. They have these hieroglyphics where they're showing that they had electricity. They had electricity,
That's
bro.
crazy. Yeah.
And all these pyramids are built on like these electrical like grids.
Yeah.
Like that. No, that's what I mean by more technologically advanced, is by like they knew how to use the natural resources that are provided from Mother Earth, whereas we're laying down concrete and building buildings.
Understandable.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And a lot of it feels like it's well, now you got to hire a construction company. Now you got another business. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about money and businesses. Whereas
that's all it is.
Instead of all of us learning how to help one another. It's about money. It's all about money at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, it's democracy. That's all it is, unfortunately. But yeah, it'd be different. I think we've had conversations before. Like, I don't know. It's just different. I don't know. Who knows, bro? All I know is that's what I said. I just guess I keep going to work until they tell me to not go anymore. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no shit.
That's how I feel. That's only how I feel. Like it, and like.
Well, apparently that's gonna happen soon.
Yeah, who knows, right?
They're supposed to be all the banks, internet, everything's going to shut down, grocery stores, everything.
Yeah, but the aliens were supposed to come in June too, and June's about over, and the aliens haven't come.
Yeah, I know, but apparently it's supposed to be a big transfer of wealth.
It's crazy.
The dollar is going to be gone. Cryptocurrency is going to be the new currency. It's supposed to be a wild west. Trump's supposed to come. There's so much shit that's supposed to happen, bro.
Man, I don't know.
I feel like it's always like that. Every year,
isn't it?
Something that's supposed. I mean, look at 2012. People were freaking out. Mayan calendar ended back in 2000. Y2K.
Y2K. Yo, do you remember Y2K?
Yes, I was paranoid. I was so worried because I was a kid and I was like,
"Was I 10 years old?
What's gonna happen, bro?" Yeah, I was 10.
Yeah, I was 10 or 11 or 12. But I remember being like, "Just tomorrow's." I remember everyone freaking out, buying everything. Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. It's every year, just like nothing. Not to get down this loophole, but like every year there's an election. There's not. I'm pretty sure there's a disease, Ebola.
We know fear sells. Sells.
There's always something.
It's crazy. It's all just happening because it's supposed to happen like that.
God's plan. without getting too far off, off the path here,
man, I think we're already there.
Without trying to get too political here, like, are you at all embarrassed that our president has definitely lost his marbles?
Man,
like, regardless if you voted for him or not, his political views, just like listening to him talk, like it's the stuttering and how he gets lost. Like, even if I voted for him, I'd be like,
the whispering is out of control.
Or how he brought up the Israeli dude's daughter. She's not even there, bud. Or like, it's you two talking, like, weird.
The whispering, he's like, hey, we're taking care of it. Like, it's just like, what the fuck? It's like a shit show. Like, it's almost the other what's funny is it's like the 180 spectrum of Trump, like this over exuberant fucking douche asshole. So now we've got this guy who like can't even form a sentence, but it's there's Joe again. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then his lady that speaks for him is like, oh, I can't answer questions. I'll come back to you.
It's wild.
It is wild.
It's wild.
Who hires these people? Oh, wait, we did.
I don't know, man. It's wild. That's all I know, son.
Could be worse though. The shit that was going on in Canada, like, was much worse.
Could be worse.
They're locked.
I don't know. I think that's something, and that's the thing. Everything could be worse. I think the first thing that we need to realize is that to even take one step towards healing anything is being like, we really don't have it bad. Like we got water, electricity. We really don't have it bad. Like, this is the bare minimums are met.
We've got the bare necessities.
Everything else that you want is a want. It's not even some are needs, but most are desires, man. Like, what the fuck? It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? It's crazy.
Yeah.
But hey, man, you could look on the positive side, like, what a time to be alive. More people are awoke now than ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, more people are aware, like, okay, we really are being lied to by our government. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, obviously, it'd be like, oh, I wish I lived in the 70s or 60s or 80s, but it's like, nah, really, there's no other time to be alive.
No way, because it was easier to hide shit. You start looking at some of these FBI and CIA documents, like the shit they were doing to human beings back in the 60s. Like,
all the LSD.
There's no fucking telling, like, what was going on. They were putting fucking dead feces of babies that were aborted with animals and seeing if they could get hair to grow and shit on the scalp of a dead baby skull that's now sewn to a rat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, there's no internet, so like they're just doing whatever the fuck they want. Who's missing? Don't care. No one's gonna know anyways.
Man, we got deep here. So you obviously have seen the whole like human animal hybrid stuff coming out of China. But dude, like, there's you like, I remember reading something before, like they were doing that back, like the Nazis were doing that shit back, like they were like already had hybrids, and like they were doing like the most fucked up experiments, and then it got worse when all those Nazis,
like a super soldier.
Yeah, and then it got even worse when all those Nazis moved to like Venezuela and South America, and they did the same thing down there. They enslaved all those people, like basically just captured them and just did experiments on them, like the most fucked up shit ever. Like, and you mean to tell me we're just now doing this? Like, no, bro, this has been going on. Imagine the
perfected it by now.
I was gonna say, think about how sick people are. That's the first thing they do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, it's deep. I think we got a little too far.
Railing back in.
Shit, man. I don't know. Is that an epi? Is that an epi right there?
That's an epi, bro. We went deep. I wanted to cut it short. I was fucking tired, but get me talking about
I saw that yawn. I was like, we gotta get out of here. We gotta hit the cut. We gotta eject those cuz. What episode is this? 58?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, rolling right along here.
Yeah, we just lost some followers with this one.
I think with the last one too.
Yeah, the porn apparently.
Yikes!
A lot of moms stopped listening.
Oh well, we got carried away. I'm sorry. Look, here's the thing.
Honest, though. We're just being honest about our
exactly.
Youth.
There's no shame. It's honesty, and that's what you want in a pod. You're not. Listen, you're here because you like and enjoy our personalities, and you enjoy the content that we put out. Sometimes the content's not going to be right, whatever it lines up with. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not sorry, but like, I just want everyone to have a good day. Just enjoy. Have a good day and enjoy. Episode 58.
Been real.
Been real.
Thanks for hanging on. As always, we got lost in the sauce, but we talked about hockey.
We got a lot. We talked about a lot today.
We're all over the place.
Talked about a lot. I think that's why I enjoy this. I gotta remember, like, this dude, I forget that this is a pod sometimes. And like, this is just, I'm just FaceTiming with you. Like I legit
That's
forget
how
that.
I kind of treat it.
Yeah,
We
really,
just
I
like
do.
record our phone calls and
Yeah,
with the world.
it's weird. That's why we get lost so quickly because we just have all this stuff we were supposed to talk about.
Yeah. I definitely want to talk about more
I'll text you.
Deep dark
Yeah, I'll text you because I don't need. These people don't need to know how crazy we really are.
Or do they?
Do they? We're deep. I mean, look. Here's the thing. Open
Civil
mind,
War
open mind. No,
vaccine.
we're not going back to it. We're not going back to it. We're not going back to it. Thank you for joining us. Another episode here from Men Behind the Mitts.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, episode 59 coming at you guys next week. Remember to check out the YouTube channel if you're here. Thank you. If you're here, thank you so much. Audio, remember to check out the YouTube channel. The Instagram handle, Men Behind the Mitts. Don't forget to check out Silky Mitts at Silky Mitts HC on Instagram and SilkyMittsHC.com. Check out the website and the gear.
Let's
Support
go.
the boys there.
Let's go.
But guys, thanks for joining us. Episode 58. That's a wrap, baby. Until next time, be well.
The boys from Men Behind the Mitts just want to say thanks for listening. And as always, be sure to follow us on all your favorite social media outlets at Men Behind the Mitts. Brought to you by Silky Mitts Hockey Club. Support the boys.